Hey Michi, are you ready for the video? Okay. Hey, no touching the camera. It doesn't appreciate that. Okay, I'll start. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm starting. Come back. No, Michi. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Katie, and today we have an August plan with me. So for this video, I had a really hard time coming up with like a theme, but then I remembered. School starts in August, and what does school bring? Anger, sadness, and despair. And what painting reflects those qualities? Why, of course, it's the Scream. So the Scream was painted by Edward Munch, and it was a result of the fear and anxiety he felt when on a walk with two friends. Like same. That's exactly how I feel on the first day of school. So of course, this painting is perfect. So moving on to the actual bullet journaling part of this video, right now I'm just sketching out my design for the monthly page, and I got inspiration from the background of the painting. It was like orange and red with contrasting greenish blues, and I thought that was really pretty. So I decided to do that, but like in a swirling toothpaste looking pattern in the back, because I didn't want to just copy the painting because that's not very creative. So I wanted to keep the same feeling, you know what I mean? And the Crayola markers, they really helped because when you layered them, it got darker, so it kind of looked like paint, which was cool. I mean, I thought that was cool, but I'm weird, so it may not be cool to you, but it's cool to me. And that's my cat in the background. She was just being a little floof and accompanying me while I did this. Moving on, we have my August monthly music favorites, and this was my favorite part to rewatch because it's so satisfying. Like, just look at me write those letters. Wow, just wow. I am in awe of myself. Look at that. And this next part, oh yeah, I get the tingles. Look at that. So satisfying. Like ASMR, who that? Satisfying lettering, oh yeah, that's my jizz. Jizz? That's weird. Okay, so moving on, these are the songs that I chose. So the very first one is Nightmare by Halsey. She is my queen. I love her. I feel empowered listening to her songs. She collabed with BTS. Love that for her. And Nightmare is just you just want to sing along with her and just like scream. And then the next song we have is Où va le monde by La Femme. It's a song in French parce que j'ai étudié un peu de français à l'école, and you know I am fluent. Oh no, I'm not. Who am I kidding? And then it's really catchy, like the tempo and the beat and all that stuff. And then the third song is Siren by Sunmi. So I got into her music when my friend Catherine, she posted a vlog of her noir tour, and like her music is hella good and she is a icon. Next we have Lil Touch by SNSD or Girls' Generation. I think it's an old song but like super catchy. We also have Summer Days by, who is it by? Martin Garrix. Yeah, and Patrick Stump from Fall Out Boy, also really catchy. And lastly we have Weak When You're Around by Black Bear. Just a little side note before we continue the video, the blue thing on the right is actually my tripod. It's made of 4 reams of paper, 4 yearbooks, and a National Geographic book. So yeah, just ignore it. It's going to be there for the whole video. Personally, I think it adds a touch of color, but yeah, just ignore it. So back to our weekly scheduled content. And what I'm doing now is just adding a little drop shadow / border on my music preferences because I wanted to tie in all of the colors because it was looking a little bit empty and plain. Now moving on to the calendar for August. As you can see, I'm using a ruler, and if you know me, I hate rulers. Like, what is the point of a ruler? Surely measure things, but like, do you really need them to draw a straight edge? Not really. And so as you can see, I gave up using one and I just freehanded it. And if I tried a little harder, it could have looked better, but honestly, I don't really care, so And I'm just gonna do the same swirly toothpaste pattern as I did on the August monthly page because it's pretty and it's easy to do. Oh, also, if you guys are doing like this plan with me thing, I guess if you're also doing this, you don't have to do these colors. Like if you're not going to the sad, depressing place that is school, you could do other colors like pastels. That would look really cute. You don't have to like follow these tutorial plan with me's like exactly, because a bullet journal is like yours. You do whatever you want to do. This is just inspiration. One thing that I really like to do, and what I basically do on all of my spreads, is use a gray mouth liner and just do a little shadow on my lettering. I just feel like it adds a little bit to it. And then I also use a jelly roll or another white pen to just outline it so it stands out a little bit. And right now I'm just using one of the colors from the toothpaste swirly pattern and just doing alternate circles for the dates. And I find that using a same color from the swirl really ties everything in together. You know what I mean? I should stop saying that because you guys can't read my mind, but you know, okay. And this is the part where I usually mess up because I always like write the wrong days and then I have to white it out and then I have to start over and then it's just so annoying, so don't make that mistake. What I'm using right now is a white jelly roll pen, but actually I would recommend investing in a white Uniball pen. Those are a lot better quality and they should last you a lot longer than a jelly roll. On the right, I've also sketched the little screaming man because he is iconic and you cannot make a spread based on the scream without the screaming man. He is essential. He is the backbone of the painting, you know? And I'm also drawing him a lot cuter because look at that. It's hideous. I've also included this little speech bubble because, you know, he's screaming, so of course. And it's just a little section for notes because I find that really helpful on my monthly pages. And just to tie it all together, instead of making his little dress outfit black, I'm gonna make it that same dark greenish blue just so I can tie all the colors together. And since he was looking a little sideways, I added another little toothpaste squiggle on the side just so I could balance it out and make it seem less lopsided, because I really hate it when things are not centered because I'm a perfectionist like that. I've also added a little drop shadow on the speech bubble as well. Moving on to the first week of August and the only week I'm going to film, this took me forever to come up with. Like, I could not think of anything because I didn't just want to repeat the squiggle because I've already done that twice. So I thought about it. It's a painting. What do paintings have? A frame. So it's like, my spreads can be art. So I drew this little frame around my spread. And it's just really satisfying to watch too. And I used a darker brown to add in the little wood details. And it's really easy to do it. You just put alternate pressure on the pen or the marker and it'll create those little those details. And in order to make the frame look more realistic, I added a gray shadow to make it seem more 3D. Oh yeah, all of the supplies shown in the video, such as the markers, the mild liners, the erasers, everything can be probably found at like Walmart and Target, so it's really accessible, except for like a few of the sticky notes and stickers. I got those on AliExpress. It's like a really cheap Amazon type of website. And if you want to watch my haul, it's also on my YouTube channel. Just you know, a little promo there. For this spread, I decided to go with calligraphy, but not like cursive calligraphy, if you know what I mean, because I thought it just seemed more paintbrushy, artisty, you know, just like a stroke here and a stroke there, you know, like with a paintbrush. That probably made no sense and I'm so sorry, but yeah, I also chose to put little blobs of color behind the letters because it reminded me of the paint on paint palette. I also thought that was pretty creative, you know. I gave myself a little pat on the back for creativity. I like to do that. It motivates me to do better. It's a sad fact, but it works, just so you know. And I also tried to use this gray mild liner to give it some shadows, but it didn't really work. And I just kept doing it anyways because it was for the video. I also tried this new system where I put 3 little bullets just so I could write down the top 3 things I wanted to complete each day and make sure I complete those tasks. This sticky note, as I mentioned earlier, is also from AliExpress. You know, watch the video, you know, help a girl out. I also got these stickers from AliExpress and I haven't really used them, but I used them today because they matched all the colors. So what you're about to see is me being really indecisive about what I want to do in that bottom corner. And you know, the washi tape, I didn't think it looked great, so I decided to settle on some streaks of color, you know, to tie it all together. Yeah, you've heard me say that like a million times now. Sorry about that. And then on top, I decided to write The Scream by Edward Munch because we gotta pay homage to the artist and the painting itself. And because I'm extra, I decided to put little faces on the circle stickers just so, you know, you can be reminded of the screaming man in the painting, you know, but like cuter and on circles. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up because that really tells me if you guys enjoyed it or not, if I should make more of these videos and stuff like that. And just a little note at the end. This was my first time making this type of video and it was really scary because I couldn't mess up, but I had a lot of fun making it. So if you guys like these types of videos, I'd love to make more.